Yes, I think the use of AI in the supply chain execution, I think that has come up, and there's always some um, diverse opinions about that because it's something that's new in the field. How to utilize, how to implement, what's AI versus what's automated. There's a lot of subjectivity and interpretation about that. So that's something that I'm also a little new to the area. So it's something that I think people will benefit if you have some very focused discussion around not just concept, but how to actually implement something like AI in your systems that's already validated, because AI may or may not fit into validated systems. So having some sort of actual implementation case studies, I think the industry would benefit from that. My talk today was about ensuring excellence from a QA and QC perspective in the clinical trial supply chain. My real goal was to integrate quality into the therapeutics, into the leadership, and into the lifestyle. And so I spoke a little bit about all the three areas. How do you implement quality into therapeutics, into leadership, and as well as at home in your lifestyle? Because when it comes to excellence, it's all about consistency, it's all about integrity and authenticity, which should be consistent whether it's in the professional world or a personal world. So I started with some conceptual talks and then followed by some actual real life case studies, so people had the opportunity to see how the concepts are implemented into the actual case scenarios. Trust in the world of quality is there, but it always is followed up by verification, right? There's an expression in God we trust, the rest all bring us data. And I think that still remains true. You may want to trust, but you always want to go verify. And you can verify through documentation review, through desk audit. It doesn't have to be on-site audits all the time, or on-site audits. So there are different ways on how you can verify. And you want to make sure that the verification, whether it's through desk audits, documentation review, or on-site audits, is done by really qualified people. Otherwise, it's going to be very superficial checklist kind of a audit, and that's not going to be very meaningful and very valuable. So trust, but go verify and actually get meaningful data out of it. When it comes to tariffs and stockpiling, I think that has remained the case from yesterday to today and will remain tomorrow, because it's all about today it's tariff, tomorrow it will be something else. So issues will always come and go. I think you need to have some sort of strategic planning that your supply remains undisrupted. So whether you want to do stockpiling or whether you want to actually reduce lead time, so that way you don't have to do so much of buffering. So you have to figure out as a company what works best for your products in the form of lead time as well as criticality of the material and associated cost with it. So figure that out, and you have to implement that strategically. AI definitely tops, but I think another one would be regulatory implications, right? The FDA has moved from being very clinical site-centric to very patient-centric, and that will dictate a lot of strategies for us on how we actually implement those regulations into our supply chain. So regulations will change, certain guidance documents will be newly implemented or revised to address all of this. So definitely AI, definitely regulations and guidance documents.